quarterbacks become too much for the Cleveland Browns to handle, they call me in. I am the dog pound whisperer. When I arrived at Browns camp, there were several behaviors that I had to correct, but always with positive energy. And a quick touch? No, you make the correction. No, not the bathroom. No, the plumbing. No.
Ugh, playbooks suck. First, we take a selfie.
No, we do the playbook, not the Instagram. We are a quarterback, not the 15-year-old girl.
Definitely never been more focused in my entire life. I'm going to Vegas! Get it!
No, now here comes submissive. Now we can watch the box score, which starts right now.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Collins for box score.
Hello and welcome to the box score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles. They are the Danettes out in Milford, Connecticut. Guys, I hope you had a great weekend. I'm sure Johnny Manziel did. What if a guy like Cesar Millan couldn't get the job done with Johnny? It was up to you to turn his life around. Fritzy, what would your motivational speech sound like?
I would say basically, hey, Johnny, you've got a great career ahead of you. Don't be your own worst enemy. It's okay to have fun, enjoy yourself, but you've got to make football your priority. Stop worrying about your Instagrams and your Twitters and showing off all the celebs that you like to hang out with. We need you to focus if you have any chance of starting over Brian Hoyer. Now, get your act together and get out there.
Whoa, wow. I totally disagree. I think the guy, whatever he's been doing the past couple of years, happens to be working. I think it's kind of silly that that this guy going to a bar and having a couple beers or hanging out with some people on the weekend is going to make him bad. It's, you know, he was an awesome quarterback and he either will or won't be, and his off-field won't have anything to do with it.
I would tell Johnny, listen, I've been there before. I used to be a party guy, but I settled down. You know, I got married, I got kids, and now, look, I'm living every man's dream. I'm a blogger on the Dan Patrick Show. Someday, Johnny, you can be me.
I'm the last person here that should be giving Johnny Manziel advice on the proper way to behave, or hey, you know, to spend a little less time at the bar and don't hit the sauce quite so much. And look at me, do what I. I'm gonna stay far away from that one.
Remember your early 20s? The fact is we don't, and that's the thing.
Well, yeah.
He's doing way better. Who's more successful in the early 20s? Us two or him?
You know, the problem actually is that my early 20s continued into my early 30s, and there was really no in between. It was all basically the same. Hopefully Johnny will wise up on not following my footsteps.
In a couple years.
Yeah, he's always in a good mood, and the boss was particularly in a good mood this morning as he came in and posed this interesting question in the morning meeting.
I'm not a big Gwyneth fan. She's cute, but feels like there's a Martha Stewart wannabe. Like, here I come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Martha Stewart in the day. Whew. She was hot.
But you know, she like Gwyneth Paltrow grew up and like hot. Martha Stewart's super hot.
I think Martha Stewart's a beautiful woman.
I think she might have been a model.
Yeah, I think she was
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
You could hang out with Martha Stewart for the weekend or Gwyneth Paltrow. Just them.
In their prime?
Well, right now.
Right. Oh man, I'd probably go Martha Stewart.
Yeah, right now. That would be
Martha Stewart, I think
Martha Stewart.
she gets down.
I think she may tip a couple back.
Yeah.
Who knows what we're making.
I know there may be some high maintenance issues with Gwyneth, but and I know Martha was maybe a lot more attractive in her prime, but I think it's a no-brainer. You got to go Gwyneth. She's working on her cooking, and I just think that's a weekend where it's no doubt you got to hang with Gwyneth and take whatever shrapnel may be involved with her side attitude.
I love the flow of that conversation. You mean back in her prime? No, and then see another way to beat. I take Martha Stewart anyway. You're expecting someone to wait for that in the prime.
Paltrow is a gorgeous woman. She's absolutely beautiful. Martha Stewart's a party. There's no doubt about it. I think that she's sort of like Bill Belichick in that she doesn't really let you see. She puts up this facade there, and she's like, hey, it's just real wholesome. And behind the scenes, she gets down. She's a party, and I'm definitely
all over
on
that.
Team Stewart.
There's a hot dog place by my house, and they have a picture of Martha Stewart drinking a root beer, and downing a couple chili dogs. She lives one town over from me. I've never seen the woman, but the fact that she likes a hot dog joint with chili and root beer, I'm all in.
Well, no doubt an intriguing question, so we wanted to ask you a few more questions to see who you would rather spend a magical weekend if given the chance. Our lovely lady is an Academy Award-winning actress, and the other co-starred with DP in the Sandler hit Just Go With It. Guys, would you rather spend a weekend with Helen Mirren or Jennifer Aniston? Fritzy, start us off.
I would initially say Jennifer Aniston, but some tells me Helen Mirren's got this dark, wild side that is just begging to be tapped into. Ultimately, though, I would probably lean towards Jennifer there.
Well, I remember a few years ago there were bathing suit pictures of Helen Mirren, and she really looked good, actually, believe it or not. But I'm still going Jennifer Aniston. Although, if it was about what movie would I want to be in, you don't want to be in a Jennifer Aniston movie. They just like, sorry, I love you, Jennifer, but We Are the Millers? No. Not so much.
You feel good, man.
This one isn't even remotely close to a question. Helen Mirren all day, every day, twice on Sunday. It's not even close. It's not even really. I'm actually sort of insulted for Helen Mirren. You guys even presented it.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. Helen Mirren, I was just watching a 007 movie the other day, and she crushed it. She seems like she's a fun time.
Well, this one, she played James Bond's boss, M, in several films, and this one-time Cougar of the Week was once known for being unfaithful. Would you rather hang with Dame Judi Dench or Diane Lane? Holly, make your case here.
I'm gonna go first because I think I just confused Helen Mirren and Judi Dench. They're both British and they're both older than me. So either way, I like both of them. I'm gonna go with the same exact answer I gave for the wrong person. She was in a 007 movie I saw the other day. She seems like a good time.
I'm just gonna go with Diane Lane because I don't really know why, but Diane Lane.
Yeah, I've seen Diane in a couple of movies where she's not afraid to take care of business, I guess, for lack of a better word. And I don't know if it's Richard Gere, but movies where she's doing things in bathrooms and all kinds of stuff. So nothing against Judy, but I'm gonna go Diane there.
Yeah, I remember a few months ago I made my wife watch the movie Nights at Rodanthe, and she was really good. It was a soulful rom-com for mature adults with Richard Gere.
Soulful rom-com.
This Golden Girl has lit up the screen for years while the other locked lips with the boss in this summer's Blended. Who do you got, Betty White or Wendy McLendon-Covey? Seton, who are you taking?
Betty White all day, every day. It's not even close.
Again, I'm with Seton. Betty White, how many years does she have left? You got to get some good shots in with her now. And Wendy McLendon, she'll be here a while.
It's like, you know that bit with Wayne Brady when he's on the Chappelle Show and like all of a sudden everything goes right? That's what a night with Betty White is like, I think. I think she's like a real fireball.
I think Betty would be a lot of fun. I'm going to go Betty there. I prefer Rue McClanahan. I don't think she's with us any longer. But back when I was younger watching Golden Girls, she was kind of the dirty one. I kind of liked Rue McClanahan.
Fritzy, have you ever to Golden Girls?
I considered it, but what's her name? Maud. She kind of.
B. Arthur. When you're trying to sort of make the experience last longer, B. Arthur is a good way to go.
If you single out Rue McClanahan, you know, there's something there, there's something special there. But then you look at the, B. Arthur ruins it for me, and then so I stopped short of taking it to that level.
Pump fake.
My answer is at the end of after a weekend, like all the guys would be like, "What'd you do? What'd you do?" There's no topping. I just slept with Betty White. That's like untoppable. Right. I'd still take Wendy McLendon-Covey. I think she's underrated, by the way.
McLovin, you'll like this one. You got a choice between the First Lady to the 42nd President or the writer and producer of the HBO hit Girls. Would you rather spend some QT with Hillary Clinton or Lena Dunham?
There's many levels I don't want to answer. First of all, if you put Laura Bush in, all bets are off because I am all over that. But I'm going to go to Lena Dunham, my neighbor in Brooklyn Heights. I think we could have a lot of witty repartee. We could discuss our insecurities. It'd be a lot of fun.
I would have Hillary dress up as Monica Lewinsky and.
Oh, dude!
Be respectful. She might be president.
Former First Lady, just to be able to check that box. That would
whoa! Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna go Hillary there.
What is going on here?
Yeah, if you threw in Nancy Pelosi, that was over for me. But I'm gonna go Lena Dunham actually because I don't really know how much fun Hillary is. I think she might be a little serious, and Lena seems to be a little bit of a free spirit.
Yeah, again, I'm with Seton. Lena Dunham, funny for me goes a long way. I saw her do some stand-up not too long ago, and she crushed it, so I'm in.
Oh, that was exhausting. Lena Dunham. Okay, coming up, does the boss have to go back to school? Hey, who knows? Hey, help me straighten out my Longfellow. We'll find out next. Welcome back to the Box Score. Seton, as we know, you have returned back to school in search of that illustrious degree. What's it like being a student again?
Well, it's a lot easier this time, actually, considering I could do everything. The main difference, actually, is that I could take my classes from home with a beer in my hand rather than either hungover, still drunk from the night before, or just skipping class altogether. I could just sit on my couch and have a couple of pops and take the class.
If they had this back when you were at West Virginia, you would have been like an A student.
Oh, easy. Absolutely. Yeah. It's been pretty awesome, though.
Well, a bombshell of sorts was dropped today. As it turns out, you may not be the only one in the man cave that didn't fully graduate.
They tabulated my credits halfway through my senior year, final semester, and said, we found out you're one credit shy of graduating, and they wanted me to pick up an elective. And the electives were, you know, introduction to nuclear. Ooh. Like, I go, no, I'm not taking. So I graduated one credit shy.
So you officially graduated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it wasn't my fault. I have a guidance counselor.
Sounds like Dan graduated just like I graduated. I don't know. I don't know that universities just allow you to graduate when you're short credits. I mean, what's the difference between 1 or like 300 like I was short? I don't even know how many credits you need to graduate.
Like I'm 120 credits short of graduating from Harvard, but I would love to have a degree.
They could, all right, no, just get your degree. It's cool. I think the I-Team is going to look into this. I hope so, although I'm not sure how deep we really want to dig.
It's a tough one. This is touchy. The I-Team is on this story because we are journalists, or at least we call ourselves that. I have an email into my guy at Dayton, but the problem is he's also Dan's guy at Dayton.
Probably more so Dan's guy.
Right. So we may have to go around a lot of people, which we're known for.
Well, it hasn't been determined yet if the boss will have to go back to school to get that one credit taken care of. So we asked him if he had to, would he go back? Let's see what he said in this edition of Boss's Thoughts.
No. Because the options they gave me to pick up that final credit hour to graduate, it was always, you know, the intro to nuclear warfare something, and then there was nothing where they went, just show up, we'll pass you, and you graduate. The course curriculum was not good. And I was going to join the class halfway through my final semester, my senior year. So not only is it a tough course, it's for 1 credit, and I would be playing catch-up in the class. So I said, nope, not going to do it. So I graduated 1 credit hour shy. Come get that diploma.
It's weird. You know, listening to that, I feel like he incriminated himself again. Like, I don't think the man has graduated from college.
But then now it's cool, because then look where he's gone in life without a college degree, if that is the case. Like Bill Gates and other people, you know, Mark Zuckerberg. Dan can say, like, hey, man, you know, I left 1 on the table on purpose.
I don't know. I've been to his house a lot of times. I've never seen a degree on the wall.
No.
Kind of like a doctor's office. Do you guys hang that stuff up? I don't know.
It could be behind a few Emmys, but I didn't see it.
Then again, most people don't have 12 like large frame newspapers with pictures of them throwing out first balls in games. So he's got better than, like, losers like us put up degrees. Dan doesn't really need to do that.
True.
Guys, an interesting question was raised in the 3rd hour. Who is the most arrogant in the man cave? Fritzy, who do you have in this situation?
Arrogant's a strong word. I would say more of a, you know, a snarky confidence with Paulie. We always joke about it. Seems like he's lived many lives, held many different jobs, seems to know a little bit about everything. And but I wouldn't necessarily call that arrogant. Again, I think it's just more of a very. I admire his confidence. I'll say that.
I agree with Fritzy.
I disagree. I feel like the arrogant part of me is going to be like, obviously, I'm the most arrogant here. Which I think I have a pretty strong shot at winning the most arrogant guy. But Fritzy really has 0 to him, but the rest of us are pretty solid.
McLovin is the most arrogant character on the show, but that's his character.
Right.
Now, McLovin is not arrogant outwardly in his, you know, intelligence and so forth. That being said, inside, he's very arrogant.
That's probably true. I see it like this. Dan is, by so far and away, the most arrogant, that the 4 of us are kind of tied for 2nd place.
Let me ask you guys a question. Is arrogant a negative?
No, I see it as more of a positive in the sense, like, we were discussing it today in terms of quarterback. You know, the reason we brought up arrogant, Buzz Bissinger said a quarterback needs to be arrogant to lead his team to a title. That's what Dan has. He's got that uber confidence with an attitude.
That's not what arrogance is.
I thought arrogance is kind of boastful and bragging.
But in the context today, Buzz Bissinger was very specific about what he meant by that. And
didn't he kind of invent a new definition of the word then? I mean, really what he just said was like a hyper-confidence, not arrogance, because arrogance is like you're never wrong.
I think confidence is feeling like you're the best at something. Arrogance is feeling a need to tell everybody about it all the time instead of just showing it. That you have to actually like verbalize it to make sure everyone is aware of how great you are.
We're going to have to verbalize it after the break.
I need to win this.
Because after these words, we're going to battle for that ever-precious mock headline championship belt. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Box Score, another huge weekend in the world of sports and entertainment. So as we like to do every Monday, time to put on your thinking caps as we play another edition of
Mock Headline Battle Royale.
I give you a headline, you give me a mock headline. First headline, LeBron James is chosen to wear the number 23 next season with the Cavs. Let's start in the back row with McLovin.
Error Jordan. LeBron should have stuck with number 6.
Yeah. Oh.
Front row, Paulie, please.
Burn him if you got him. It doesn't really make sense. Morons who burn LeBron's jersey feel bad right now.
I like it. Fritzy, what do you got?
The more things change, the more they stay the James.
Oof.
He is the wordsmith. And finally, Seton, your mock headline.
20 flee. LeBron already regretting Cavalier decision. Question mark? I don't know.
Second headline. Scarlett Johansson's tough crowd. Scarlett Johansson's Lucy beats out the Rock's Hercules at the box office this weekend. Front row, Paulie.
Johansson's a handful at the box office.
Oh, boy. How about that?
Obviously, we have to go to Fritzy after that.
Yes.
Leave it to cleavage. Scarlett gets her rock off.
I think we're all going in the same direction here.
Oh.
You
said direction, right? Seton, what do you have?
2 thumbs up for Scarlett on top of the box office.
And finally, McLovin. There's the applause.
Nothing.
Rock bottom. Hercules falls prey to scarlet fever.
Oh, wow. Winner.
That's nice. Get the applause on that. Our third headline, a Redskins fan is attempting to get tattoos of players' autographs on his arm. Fritzy, let's start with you.
The players. Oy hervé, you don't need tattoo to prove fandom.
It's been a great joke in '83.
A lot of ink. Seton, you're next.
Fantasy Island.
Oh, these were ghostwritten. What was he inking? Whose idea was this?
McLovin, what do you have?
Oh, there you go, pal.
Tattoo snafu. Man wants permanent reminder of 6 and 10 team.
Oh, they're always a bad decision. And Paulie.
A little wordy, but moron gets player autographs as tattoos.
That should be applause. Finally, our last headline. The Lakers have reached a deal with coach Byron Scott, finally. Front row, Seton.
Great Scott. Byron signs with Lakers for 1.21 gigawatts.
Let's go back to Fritzy.
Slow time. Boy, that took a while. Slow time.
Paulie.
Slow time.
From the Todd Fritz collection, Lake to the Party? Why'd it take so long?
Lake to the party.
And finally, McLovin.
Mistaker by the Laker. Byron in no-win situation in LA.
We have a Lakers fan in there.
As a group.
The mock headline championship belt goes to Seton.
Why not?
Why not?
No reason whatsoever.
Great, thank you. Paul, you know what? I'm going to give it to you since you wrote one.
I definitely don't deserve credit or blame for those.
Oh, champions.
Collectively our worst.
Still to come, things get a little hairy. It's time for a mustache debate.
Would you ever consider bringing back the mustache?
No, definitely not.
If I said you could win the title, but you had to bring back the stash and the mullet.
Oh, I would do it in a heartbeat. I'll do it tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Box Score. Last call here at the Box Score Bar. Jeff Gordon admitted that if he was guaranteed a championship, if he grew a mustache again, he'd do it in a heartbeat. McLovin, if you were guaranteed to be Dan's favorite Danette by growing a mustache, would you do it?
In a heartbeat. I wouldn't even hesitate.
Well, we all know McLovin rocks the stash, and he always steals the show. There he is, looking smooth as can be, spinning the wheel and just working his mustache there and showing it off for the ladies. Any chance of bringing back the stash in the near future?
You know, it's every vacation. I need a vacation to grow it out because the stage between what you see there and now is so awkward, it's unbearable. It's like a prepubescent thing on a middle-aged man. It's just awful. So I wouldn't subject the world to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take McLovin's word for that. We've seen some various stages of that over the years in the past, so I could see why he wants to either show it to full bore or not at all. I personally like it him without the mustache. I think he looks young and sexy and handsome, and we don't need the mustache. But I could see if he's gonna get greatest Danette all time or forever, why he would.
See, I don't think McLovin actually goes far enough. I think he always gets the start of a great mustache and never sticks with it long enough. He's got to grow it out like De Niro in Copland. Grow the hair out long, do the whole stash. You could have a 70s cop look, maybe 80s cop look in just a couple of months, and it would be pretty gnarly.
I like where you're headed, Teen. I actually think that if McLovin went a week or two ahead of Fritzy and they teamed up together to have back row mustaches, would do a ton for their brand.
Yeah.
They would have like a month to themselves. Fritzy could grow a mustache by like 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Starsky and Yuck.
For their brand.
Starsky and Yuck, yeah.
Maybe not.
Would you consider doing it back row, tandem mustaches?
Yeah, not in a million years.
Oh man, dude, you guys are missing out.
Fritzy, you literally have to sit there and do nothing.
I know. I don't like the.
And actually,
the facial
you do
hair.
less.
It's
You do
Shaving.
less, which is you would love that.
Yeah, it's very.
No, not this, not this. This, because
Yeah.
you were going like this.
It's called a mustache.
I don't think I look great in a mustache.
Well, let us decide.
I'll think about it.
Cool. That means no.
All right, this is the part of the show where I usually ask Fritzy who's on tomorrow, but since no one is, let's just wrap this whole thing up. Thanks for watching the Box Score. Set your DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Honest Channels 239, right here on DirecTV. Oh, there it is.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees. Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the Box Score. Holy cow!